what Dalvin did, but there's also a look at what you did today. What was it like to have this sort of day where you and him combined for 200, 100, and really kind of dominate the ground today?
No, we ran well. O-line opened up for us. We did a lot of good things, but it's still a lot to improve on. That's the thing about it. Just build on from here. This is just a stepping stone for us. That's how I see it.
Jimbo talked about a lot to improve on it, and someone seems kind of defiant, really didn't say much. Is that kind of the mentality of this team right now? Just don't say much, just kind of show it, or are we kind of reading into something that's not really there?
No, just every week we gotta continue to improve, because we gotta get where we need to be at, to be successful. That's coaching, just coaching us hard, not letting up, allowing ourselves to let up. That's the best thing about him. He gonna push us and push us and push us.
I'm sorry. From year one to year two, has the game slowed down for you? Have you seen your vision really improve?
I got a great coach, Coach Graham. And he's been pushing me, getting me to do the things, be successful. And I can't thank him enough for it. In the O-line, play well. I got a guy like Dalvin, that pushes me. And it's fun playing with him, and all the other guys, Ryan Green and Vickers and Amir, because we all push each other in practice. It elevates our game, because at this level, everybody's good.
Jacques, is this something, do you feel like you and Dalvin are capable of doing this week in and week out, hitting these big numbers? Y'all rushed for 473 today as a team.
Yeah, I think so. If we just, continue to keep doing what the coaches ask us, the line playing well. There's a lot of things that go into it, but I think we can. We got a lot of other guys too that contribute to the rushing numbers.
Jacques, I know you talked about how close the running backs are. Is it good for you guys to see Dalvin kind of break loose and maybe answer some of the questions about what he's done so far this year?
People keep saying there was something wrong. I didn't see anything wrong with him. He's the same guy, from last year. And that was good. He seemed to have a great game. Yeah, what he had, 250, something like that.
He said 267. It's a new career high for him.
I was just talking to one of the guys, and he hit 23 miles per hour on the run. That's crazy.
What's the mood like on the sideline when you see him take that 75-yarder on the first ball?
Oh, I made sure. As soon as I saw him break out, I was already running down the sideline with him. I ain't that fast as him, so it took me a little longer, but.
Jacques, you had I think it was a second quarter run where you're kind of getting over near the FSU sideline. It looked like you called out a USF tackler, like you wanted to run him over. Is that what was happening there?
Yeah, man, I got the sideline hype, but I didn't know I was just so in the zone. I didn't realize I was pointing at him until I looked up on the big screen. But I got the sideline hype, and if that's what it does, that kind of stuff does, I'll do it all the time.
You talk about let up, and Jimbo's visibly upset about how you guys kind of let up there in the second half. What did he talk to you guys about after the game in the locker room?
Just keep improving. We got a lot more room to grow, and that's the best thing about it. Offense scored 55 points, but it's still room to grow. That's a positive sign. We're just gonna go back to work on Monday and build from it.
It seemed like Jimbo was. It seemed like Jimbo was kind of upset you guys didn't really just step on the throat, and especially after the Louisville loss. Was that something he really wanted to see more out of from you guys?
I'm not sure. I just know he knows there's room for improvement, and that's what we're gonna try to aim to do.
What was your thoughts on